Hello, welcome back for another installment in this series, one verse a week. This week we're doing Parshat Beshalach. That corresponds in your Bibles to Exodus chapter 13, verse 17, through chapter 17, verse 16. This is for the Jewish reading cycle corresponding to the year 5779. If you find this series or any of my other series to be useful to you, to be beneficial in your learning, please subscribe to this channel. If you feel that this series or any of my other series are worthy of your support, please consider becoming a patron over on Patreon or making a small donation via PayPal. You can find those links below in the description. Okay, let us begin. Parshat Beshalach. Okay. I was requested to give a short intro as to why each parsha is named the way it is. So again, the naming scheme for the parshiot is more or less just a system of hyperlinks that will tell the Jewish reader where the section is in the text. So it starts usually the first verse, or sometimes the second verse in the parsha, and it is the first significant word, the first non-typical word. So the first verse over here starts, V'yihi Beshalach Paro, and it was when Paro sent out et ha'am, the people, V'lo nacham Elohim derech eretz Pelishtim, and God did not lead them out by the way of the land of the Pelishtim. Ki, because karovhu, because it was near. Ki amar Elohim, because God said, Pen yenachem ha'am berotam milchama, lest the people should regret or turn back whenever they see war. Vashavu Mitzrayim, and return to Mitzrayim. So, anyway, the word Beshalach, of course, is where we get our name from, Beshalach. Okay, that's in the first verse. Okay, let's go to this week's verse. So I chose Exodus 14:16. That is in the little section before the splitting of the sea, a very iconic scene. Moshe pleads his case to the people, to God, and God says, "What are you asking me for? Go and do this thing and get it done." So we're right here in the middle of that section where God is speaking to Moshe, telling him what to do. So it says like this. I'm going to read it a couple of times in the Hebrew. Ve'ata horem et matcha unte et yadcha al hayam uv ka'ehu ve'yavo'u v'nei Yisrael B'toch hayam bayavasha. One more time. V'yata horem et matcha unte et yadcha al hayam uvka'ehu v'yava'u v'nei Yisrael B'toch hayam bayavasha. Okay, let's look at the verbs here. Okay, the first verb here is horem. Horem comes from the shorish, three-letter root, resh, vav, mem. And it means to raise up or to exalt. Here it means to raise up. Okay, the next verb is nateh. Means, the root is nun, tet, hey. And it means to stretch or to hold out. Okay. The next verb here is V'kaehu, the shorish here is bet kuf ein. It's a little rarer shorish. It means to break or to split. Break or split. And we have our old friend, this word, the shorish here, bo. The letters for the shorish are bet, vav, aleph, and it means to come. This is very typical verb. You'll see this very, very frequently. Okay, again, harem, raise up, te, to stretch out, v'kaehu, meaning to split, bo, meaning to come. Okay, let's look at our non-verbs. V'ata, ata is our pronoun for you, and it's the masculine singular you. V'ata horem, and you lift up, you raise, you lift up. Et matcha, so of course we have the direct object particle here. Tells us this is a noun. Matcha, this is mateh. Mateh is his staff, his stick, and the cha here, the ender chaf. This tells you that this is the possessive pronounal ending for you, your, singular, masculine. Matcha means your staff, Moshe's staff. So ve'ata, and you, horem et matcha, you lift up your staff. Unte, and stretch out, et yadcha. Yad here can mean hand or arm. I think arm is a little bit better translation, given the scene, but either translation would work. They go back and forth. Same thing with the leg. Regel can mean foot or can mean leg. Okay, so te et yad, stretch out your arm. This is yad is arm or hand, and the chaf here again is possessive, so it's your hand. Al hayam, over hayam. Yam is sea. Al hayam, over the sea. Uv ka'ehu, and split it. And split it. V'yavo'u, and yavo, he will come. Vav, the ending here is they will come, and they will come. This future tense of vav flips it, this is in future tense. And they shall come. Who's they? Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel. B'tok, and we've seen this before, in the midst of Hayam, we've already seen it, the sea. B'yabasha, ba, in Yabasha, in or on Yabasha. Yabasha comes from the word yavash, meaning dry. This is more of an adjective. This is an adjective being used as a noun here. Like dryness or dry. So most translations will say dry ground or dry land. But this is being used as a noun. Okay, one more time. V'ata horem et matcha, you lift up your stick, your staff. And stretch out your arm, al hayam, over the sea. U'ka'ehu, and split it. Yavo'u b'nei Yisrael, and the b'nei Yisrael shall come. B'toch hayam, in the midst of the sea. B'yabasha, on dryness or dry land, dry ground. Okay, let's look at my translation. And you raise up your staff and stretch out your arm over the sea and split it. And the children of Israel will come into the midst of the sea on dry, and I have in parentheses, land. Okay, let's go look at what some other translations do with this. The KJV. But lift thou up thy rod, and stretch out thine hand over the sea, and divide it. And the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. Okay, more or less the pretty faithful translation. Hand, I would have done arm, but it's fine. And they invert this phrase a little bit. The Yavasha, they will go betoch hayam. The Yavasha is how it goes. They'll go in the midst of the sea on dry ground, and they invert it, go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. Okay, that's just stylistic. All in all, it's pretty faithful. NIV, raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water. Okay, so that the Israelites can go through the sea on dry land. Okay, I don't like the "so that" so much for, because that's not really there. It's lift up your staff and stretch out your arm over the sea and divide the water. So it's not necessarily that the staff is dividing the water there. And the Israelites will go through the sea on dry ground. That's a little bit better way of translating it, but okay. Not the worst. I've definitely seen worse. In RSV, but you lift up your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea and divide it. And the Israelites may go into the sea on dry ground. Okay. Pretty decent, actually. JPS, and you lift up your rod and hold out your arm over the sea and split it, so that the Israelites may march into the sea on dry ground. Okay, again, here's the "so that." I don't really like that so much. It doesn't say that. It says, yes, and the Israelites will be better, but that's not the worst. March, I don't know where they get this. It says "viavo," and they'll come into the sea. So perhaps they had watched the movie version before and had them marching with Charlton Heston, but that is not what is in the text. It says that they'll come into the sea. Okay, so it's a little interpretive, perhaps influenced by popular culture. Okay, finally the stone, and you lift up your staff and stretch out your arm over the sea and split it. Okay, and the children of Israel shall come into the midst of the sea on dry land. Okay, that's actually very good, a very literal translation. Very good. Okay, all in all the translations this time were pretty okay. I like the stone, pretty literal. The KJV was pretty good. I don't like some of what the NIV did here. It makes it sound like somehow or another it's stretching out your hand and your staff that is going to divide the sea. That may be, but that's not necessarily what the text said. It just the text just says, stretch out your hand, your staff, and your arm, and divide the sea. It doesn't say to divide. Somehow, no, this is divided. Whatever. So that the Israelites, so that is not there. It's rather, and the Israelites shall go through the sea is how that should have been translated. But okay, all in all, that's not too bad. Okay, I hope that was beneficial. Okay, another week, another verse. If hope you'll join me next week. Kol Tuv, Hatzlacha Rabba. Keep learning.